Stop watching these sticker craft compilations. We have something so much more important to discuss. Arms race. As someone who nearly always gets the weapon expert title after a comp game, I enjoy arm race quite a bit. I think it's the ultimate game mode to goof around in, being more dynamic than casual and less sweaty than deathmatch. It also very nicely fits into my overall theory of how the CSGO's original casual game modes were designed, with arms race teaching new players the different weapons, demolition the basics of rounds and bomb sites, and casual the basics of economy and utility usage. Though honestly I don't think demolition is gonna be coming back, and as we haven't heard anything about flying scouts, AR is the only hope we have right now of an official game mode with unique mechanics. And things are looking pretty good so far. We got the game mode and 2 whole maps to play on. While Shoots isn't special and lost its only gimmick from CSGO, it works well as the basic bare-bones aim map that you don't really need to think on. And while Baggage as well suffers from certain questionable changes it received with its CS2 remake, like pretty much every single new position added being either too open and exposed to ever be used, or encouraging all types of spawn camping, it's alright. They both are quite fun to play on. Though might get a bit old since it's only these 2. So my question is, would we be receiving new arms race maps? And if so, which ones? Well, let's check out the ones we had in CSGO and speculate. Lake is the most likely candidate since it was also in Wingman and apparently quite a good amount of people enjoyed it there. It also just so happens we have seen a picture of its CS2 version. It looks quite unfinished, but I can easily imagine them working on a little makeover for it, similar to what they did for Overpass. So yeah, Lake probably has the best chances. Lunacy is another map that I think is likely to return. It is the most recent AR map and was added to CSGO while CS2 was already in development. Also the Skydome thingy on it uses a parallax feature backported from Source 2 into Source 1, suggesting that this map very well might have been made with CS2 in mind. Now for Saint Mark and Safe House I'm not sure at all. They are both quite old, but if Lake is possible, anything is possible. Maybe Safe House has slightly better chances since it was also in Flying Scouts. And last but not least, Monastery. I heard quite a lot of people agree on it being the best AR map from CSGO, but it definitely wouldn't be coming back. You know, since it's set in Tibet and is not available in the Chinese version of the game. Oh, not again. Excuse me, what I was talking about? Well, definitely not about any maps set in any controversial locations. Anyway, one thing that I always found weird is how the only workshop maps we ever got were only for comp and casual, while all of the other game modes were stuck with the same maps pretty much since release. Maybe something will change in CS2. Maybe for once we will get some workshop arm race maps. They have been a thing in the CSGO workshop for a while, but CS2 is still pretty new. Let's check out what the community has worked on so far. Yeah, the essay part of the video has ended, it's a workshop review now. Deal with it. Alright, I've gathered some gamers from our mapping Discord server. It's not directly related to this channel, but we playtest custom maps there quite often, so if that sounds interesting to you, link is in the description. We ended up playing 7 different AR maps. I just typed an arm race and picked them at random. Here's what I thought of them. First of all, we played Logistics Storage Depot by Nash. What a name. The map looks really good, especially the outside areas. Its layout is quite simple, yet varied just enough to not feel repetitive, though I'd say it can do with a little cleanup. There's a lot of weird angles between all of the crates. I myself made a warehouse arm race map for CSGO back in the day, and solved this problem by stacking the crates very close to each other and throwing tarps over them. As well, I would have liked to maybe see more vertical actions around the shelves, like you have in this spot here. Other than that, great map. Dry Fire by Jack of Black Phoenix also looks really awesome. It reminds me of Call of Duty in the best way possible. And it plays well. The angles are clean, the cover is good. I do think it's a bit flat and would benefit from more verticality, like we have here in mid. Very cool map nonetheless. We also played AR Burn by Olaf. It's a map I'm quite familiar with since it was a pretty high-ranking participant of a CSGO mapping contest we hosted in the past. And this is its CS2 remake by Kettle. It has a unique mechanic of the lava below the map not killing you, but rather bouncing you back in a way reminiscent of Super Mario 64. It looks awesome, like modern-day Unreal Tournament. But for these reasons as well, I don't think we will see it added to the game anytime soon. I'd show it some love regardless.
Oh my god, dude, wait, what the fuck?
Courtyard by the Goldfish is a port of a CSGO map, and it shows. The visuals are not the best, the lighting is quite dark. The layout itself feels like a bunch of corridors. Kinda reminds me of my school. But I do think that the overall structure of a big courtyard with side lanes around it can work well. So maybe with a couple of updates we will see it flourish. Le Fort by Glip Glop is a bit of a meat grinder. It's dead simple. Pretty much just two courtyards with straight hallways around them. I had a surprising amount of fun on it and it looks very good for someone's first map. But yeah, when a map is this small and minimalistic, it gets a little chaotic. Bookshelf by Shroomy is by far the best map we played. I was expecting it to be just a mess. Like, what, a bunch of bookshelves with a river in the middle for some reason? But no, it actually is so much fun. I don't know how to explain it, but this trench warfare design just works. Honestly makes me want to steal this layout for myself. With improved detailing and maybe just a tad bit wider corridors, I can see this map being a contender for my favorite CS2 map so far.
That is the craziest knife I've ever seen.
And lastly we also played Warehouse by Kazi31. It's quite good. I don't have anything specific to say about it, but the fights are fun, the areas are unique and recognizable. There's a good mix of long angles outside and absolutely cramped areas inside. It also is a port from CSGO, but it doesn't look too shabby. With a bit of a facelift I can see it becoming the new sugarcane. Yeah, I like it.
What the I saw that. Why? Why?
Oh my god.
Considering how much fun we had just goofing around on these maps, I do think that the game mode has a lot of potential. I really do hope Valve wouldn't just forget about AR and leave us with the two maps we have today. But we can't really expect anything from Valve. The F2 community has been expecting something from them for the last, 6 years? What you can expect though is a new video from me next Friday. So make sure to like and subscribe to not miss it. Also, please tell me, did you like the little workshop reviews I did today? Are they interesting or should I just stick to counting cars? Thank you very much for watching, bye bye.